Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Passport Nomad, and as always, before we get into today's content, if this is your first time here, could you please subscribe to the channel, like and hit that notification bell to keep up on all my latest videos. Today's story comes from Pinay Wise. This is a Filipino romance scam shared from a man from the USA, who breaks down how it all happened to him and what he has learned from it, all in his own words.
Love knows no bounds, or so they say. It was with this belief that I embarked on an online journey in search of my soulmate, a quest that would lead me down a path I never could have imagined. Little did I know that behind the screen, a Filipina scammer was waiting to exploit my vulnerability and trust. As an American man seeking love, I thought I had the world at my fingertips. With just a few swipes and clicks, I could connect with beautiful women from around the globe. And that's when I met her, an enchanting Filipina who seemed to embody everything I had been searching for. The conversations flowed effortlessly, and her words ignited a spark within me that I hadn't felt in years. We shared dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and I fell head over heels in love with her virtual presence. Little did I know that every word, every promise, was meticulously crafted as part of an elaborate scheme. Deception knows no boundaries, and as the days turned into weeks, the truth began to unravel. Her stories became inconsistent, her excuses for not meeting in person became more elaborate, and the requests for money started pouring in. It was then that I realized I had become a victim of a Filipina romance scam. My heart shattered into a million pieces, and I felt a profound sense of betrayal. How could someone I had poured my heart and soul into turn out to be nothing more than a con artist, manipulating my emotions for financial gain? But this is not just my story. Countless individuals across the globe have fallen prey to Filipina romance scams, losing not only their hard-earned money but also their faith in love and humanity. That's why it's crucial to shed light on these scams, to educate others about the warning signs, and to encourage vigilance when it comes to online relationships. Join me as I share the harrowing details of my personal experience with a Filipina scammer, as I unveil the tactics used, the emotional toll it took on me, and the broader impacts of these scams. Together, let's empower ourselves and others to recognize the red flags and prevent others from falling into the same heartbreaking trap. The red flags I ignored. My introduction to a Filipina scammer. In my quest for love through online dating, I encountered someone who seemed perfect, a Filipina woman who captured my heart from the very beginning. Little did I know that behind the charming facade lurked a romance scammer, ready to take advantage of my vulnerability. The initial encounters with the Filipina scammer were filled with red flags that I failed to recognize. Looking back, I realized the signs were there, but I was too blinded by the prospect of love to see them. These red flags should have served as warning signs, alerting me to the dishonest intentions of my soon-to-be scammer. Here are some of the key red flags in online dating that I ignored. Inconsistent personal information. The scammer's stories and details about their life didn't always add up. I dismissed these inconsistencies, attributing them to forgetfulness or cultural differences. Fast-paced relationship. The scammer quickly professed their love and desire for a committed relationship, bypassing the usual gradual progression of a genuine connection. Reluctance to video chat or meet in person. Whenever I suggested taking our relationship beyond the online realm, the scammer always had an excuse to avoid face-to-face interaction. Financial difficulties and excessive requests for money. The scammer shared stories of financial hardships and repeatedly asked for financial assistance, putting pressure on me to provide financial support. Inability to verify their identity. The scammer was noticeably guarded when it came to sharing personal details or verifying their true identity, refusing to provide valid identification documents or share social media profiles. These red flags should have raised alarm bells, signaling the possibility of a romance scammer. However, my judgment was clouded by the illusion of love, and I brushed them aside in the hope of a genuine connection. The image above represents various cautionary signs to look out for when engaging in online relationships. It serves as a visual reminder of the warning signs that I ignored and the lessons I've learned along the way.
The web of deceit, analyzing the Filipina scammers' tactics. In this section, we will delve into the tactics employed by Filipina scammers to deceive their victims. By understanding these manipulation techniques, we can better protect ourselves from falling victim to online scams. Analyzing scammer behavior is crucial in recognizing and avoiding romance fraud. Playing on sympathy and religion. One of the tactics commonly used by Filipina scammers is to play on the emotions of their victims. They create a sense of empathy and forge a connection by sharing personal stories of hardship or tragedy. This manipulative technique aims to elicit sympathy and compassion from the victim, making them more vulnerable to the scammer's advances. Furthermore, scammers often exploit the religious beliefs of their targets, using religion as a tool to build trust and establish a sense of shared values. By appealing to their victims' faith, scammers create an illusion of shared spirituality and create a false sense of intimacy. Inconsistencies in appearance and stories. To maintain the deception, Filipina scammers carefully craft their online personas. However, keen analysis can uncover inconsistencies that reveal their true intentions. Scammers may use fake identities or stolen photographs, which can be identified through reverse image searches or discrepancies in appearance. In addition, inconsistencies in stories, such as contradictory details or changing narratives, can be red flags indicating deceit. It is important to remain vigilant and question any inconsistencies or discrepancies encountered during online interactions. Paying attention to these details can help identify scammers before falling into the trap. Financial anomalies and excessive requests for money. Financial manipulation is a fundamental aspect of romance scams, and Filipina scammers are known to exploit this tactic to extract money from their victims. They may start by requesting small sums for supposed emergencies or urgent needs, gradually escalating their demands over time. These requests may appear reasonable or justified, often playing on the victim's desire to establish trust and showcase their willingness to support their newfound relationship. Victims must exercise caution when faced with excessive requests for money. Analyzing the financial anomalies and recognizing the patterns of gradually increasing demands can help victims break free from the web of deception and avoid further financial loss. By analyzing the tactics used by Filipina scammers, victims can gain a better understanding of their deceptive strategies. Recognizing these patterns and red flags is key to protecting oneself from becoming a victim of romance fraud.
Love is blind, the emotional toll of being scammed. When it comes to falling victim to a Filipina romance scam, the emotional impact is devastating. The psychological effects of being scammed can leave a lasting toll that goes far beyond the financial loss. As the victim, I experienced a range of intense emotions that rocked the foundations of my trust and shattered my sense of security. The first emotion that consumed me was a profound sense of betrayal. I was led to believe in a love that did not exist, manipulated by someone I had opened my heart and vulnerability to. The realization that the person I had grown to care for deeply was nothing more than an online deception left me feeling betrayed and deceived. Heartache followed closely behind. The connection I believed we had was suddenly shattered, leaving a deep void in my life. The loss of the person I thought I had a genuine emotional connection with was incredibly painful. The love and affection I had invested in the relationship were abruptly taken away, leaving me grappling with a profound sense of loss. Moreover, the aftermath of a romance scam can lead to a significant loss of self-esteem. The deception and manipulation experienced during the scam erode our self-confidence. We question our judgment and our ability to trust others. The emotional scars left behind take time to heal, and rebuilding our sense of self-worth becomes an uphill battle. Coping with the betrayal from an online relationship requires great resilience. It is essential to seek support from loved ones, friends, and, if necessary, professionals who can help navigate the complex emotions. Healing from the emotional trauma takes time and self-compassion. Rebuilding trust in future relationships is another challenge. After being deceived by someone we thought cared for us, it becomes difficult to trust others again. The fear of being scammed lingers, and skepticism often clouds our judgment. Moving forward requires the gradual restoration of trust, learning from past experiences, and setting healthy boundaries.
More than just money, broader impacts of Filipina scamming. In the realm of Filipina scamming, the consequences extend far beyond financial loss. Victims of romance scams often suffer profound psychological trauma, experiencing anxiety, depression, and a significant blow to their self-esteem. The erosion of trust in online relationships is another unfortunate outcome, leaving individuals wary and hesitant to engage in virtual connections. To combat this pervasive issue, it is crucial to raise awareness about online fraud and educate individuals on preventing romance scams. Understanding the psychological impact of scams is essential in providing support and healing for victims. The emotional toll can be overwhelming, as individuals grapple with feelings of betrayal and heartache. Moreover, victims may struggle to regain their confidence and trust in future relationships. It is imperative to create a safe space for victims to share their experiences, seek guidance, and access professional help if needed. The erosion of trust in online relationships is a significant consequence of Filipina scamming. Victims, who once believed in the authenticity of their virtual connections, are left disillusioned and skeptical. This erosion of trust can have lasting effects, leading individuals to question the legitimacy of future relationships and hindering their ability to forge genuine connections. To prevent romance scams and protect individuals from falling victim, it is crucial to raise awareness about online fraud. Education on recognizing red flags, understanding manipulation techniques used by scammers, and promoting vigilance can empower individuals to make informed choices when navigating online relationships. Organizations, law enforcement agencies, and online platforms should collaborate to implement preventive measures and provide resources for support and assistance. By shining a light on the broader impacts of Filipina scamming, we can bring attention to the psychological trauma experienced by victims and the erosion of trust in online relationships. Through raising awareness and promoting precautionary measures, we can strive to prevent romance scams and create a safer digital landscape for individuals seeking genuine connections.
In reflecting on my experience with a Filipina romance scam, I can't help but acknowledge the warning signs and blind spots that led to my victimization. It's important for fellow victims and those seeking love online to be aware of these red flags and exercise vigilance throughout their interactions. Trust your instincts and don't ignore any feelings of doubt or unease, no matter how strong the connection may seem.
For those who have fallen victim to a romance scam, finding closure can be a challenging process. It's essential to acknowledge the emotions of betrayal, heartache, and loss that arise from such an experience. Surround yourself with a support network of friends and family who can provide understanding and empathy. Seek professional help if needed, such as counseling or therapy, to navigate the complex emotions that come with being scammed. To move forward after a romance scam, it's crucial to take the time to heal and rebuild trust in yourself and others. Take a break from online dating if necessary and focus on self-care and personal growth. Learn from the experience, but don't let it define your future relationships. There are genuine connections to be found, but it's important to approach them with caution and a healthy dose of skepticism. Ultimately, my hope is that sharing my story will serve as a reminder to be cautious when navigating the world of online relationships. Awareness and education can go a long way in preventing others from becoming victims of romance scams. Remember, love is a beautiful and powerful thing, but it's essential to protect your heart and stay vigilant in the face of potential deception. Thanks for watching. This is Passport Nomad saying, until next time, be safe out there guys and have a nice day. Passport Nomad signing off.